zapraszamy na scenę pana marszałka Szymona Hołownię.
Poland is thriving, with numerous investments overshadowing the desire for revenge against the previous government. This is the dream in which the marshal of the Sejm and also the chairman of his Poland 2050 political party, Szymon Hołownia, is immersed.
Musimy jeszcze mocniej
We need to push Poland's development even harder. Even more strongly today, we need to conjugate this word development by all possible instances and put it, if not on an equal footing, before the concept of settlement, which for many of us is also very important, but which cannot dominate the horizon today.
zdominować dzisiaj horyzontu.
Except that to push harder, there is nothing to push, because the development of Poland under the new government simply cannot be seen.
Donald Tusk najpierw zaorał.
Donald Tusk first failed to keep his election promises. Later, he destroyed the Polish dreams of the Central Transportation Port, a nuclear power plant, and a container port in Świnoujście. In less than a year of Donald Tusk's rule, Poles had to say goodbye to the possibility of the largest airport in this part of Europe. The Prime Minister appointed Maciej Lasek of the Civic Platform as the government's plenipotentiary for the Central Transportation Port. Looking at the previous history of Mr. Maciej Lasek, he did not become known as some kind of specialist in investment processes management. Because Lasek did not hide in the election campaign that he would block the Central Transportation Port investment. The Central Transportation Port project will be stopped. It's like making such a staunch pacifist the Minister of Defense, or making a vegetarian the director of a slaughterhouse. Almost a year of the new government's rule represents wasted time that could have been used to build the airport. This has been exploited by Germany and Hungary, who are preparing to build their own ports because they know it pays off. The Civic Platform politicians are continuing the thinking presented by Rafał Trzaskowski already a few years ago. I, for one, think this is gigantomania, with the fact that we will have an airport in Berlin within 2 years. Today we know that there will be an airport in Berlin, or rather, the largest and most modern air cargo port, with the area of 46 football stadiums. Development issues, well, unfortunately, they are receding into the background, and here especially those energy issues, related precisely to nuclear power plants. Because the construction of nuclear power plants, including small nuclear reactors, the container port in Świnoujście, or the deepening of the Oder River, are all under a powerful question mark. The flagship investments of the previous government seem to be what the current government wants to bury. I hope that this will stop being a flagship and start being real, that something will happen, maybe not necessarily in such a big way. So far, giant investments made by the Law and Justice political party have been both flagship and sensible, like for example the Vistula Spit crossing or the tunnel under the Świna River, which turned out to be a hit. 4 million vehicles passed through it in less than a year. Unfortunately, the current prime minister prefers to engage in attacking the opposition or well-known PR efforts that have nothing to do with reality. His social media profiles are saturated with hatred. Mentions of investments that build Poland's prestige on the international stage? None.